The MACKIE AXIS digital mixing system consists of the DL32 with the DANTE card and the brand new DC16. So you can still control everything using an iPad, but we now also offer you to control everything using real hardware. So what we have here is the DC16 with 17 motorized touch-sensitive 100mm Alps faders. We have 26 screens all around where you can display all the information you need at the right place where you need it. And on the smart bridge you can hook up to 3 iPads. And I can also have different information on the different screens. So for example, let's say you want to choose the bass drum. So I'm looking at the current channel, that's the bass drum right here now. And if I want to make any adjustments to the EQ, I just grab the EQ here on the FET channel and I can make any adjustments right away. So every function is just 1 or 2 steps away, so you can work very quickly. So that's actually the second important point here. It's the speed that you can work with using the DC16. The third thing is that I can customize how the iPads react to my work. So here we're looking at the bass drum right now. If I select the next channel, for example the bass guitar, then we will see that the bass drum channel will move over to that screen and the bass channel will appear here. So now I can adjust the EQs of my bass guitar, make any adjustments there, and then when I notice, okay, something's wrong now with the settings of the bass drum, I still can go back to the bass drum on this screen here and make any adjustments to the bass drum. So that's pretty useful. The third iPad right now is set up in a fixed mode, so I can also decide to just check my master out with the RTA running here, or just have the vocal channel or your overview. Then on this little screens here I can, as I said, display different information. Right now we're looking at the panning, and it's full colored here, so it's displaying the same icons, the same colors that I'm using in the master fader app. I can also choose to look at the sends, and like on an analog desk you would have now the front of house mix on your faders, and on the knobs you have your sends, and I can just step through all the 14 aux sends that are included in the DL32. I can look at my high pass filters, at my gains, or even have a complete channel strip right away there with gates and compressors, or with the EQs. Now a very important feature of the AXIS system is our view groups. With view groups you can decide what you want to see at a certain moment, which channels you want to see. This can include audio channels as well as VCAs, subgroups, or your effect channels. You can type any name you like, and the same name will appear here on the left hand side. So let's say you've created a view group for your guitars. Okay, then I'll choose the guitars right here, and the DC16 is now just displaying my guitars, nothing else. So that's a very nice way to work, and a very effective way to work. You can even multi-select view groups, so I can say, okay, I want to see the guitars and the vocals. Same thing for the mute groups. They are also here on the left-hand side. When we move over to the right-hand side, on the top we see some controls here for the ins and outs. But there are still things you need at the front of house desk. So for example, we have headphone outs here, we have monitor outs on the back side, we have a talkback input, and we have a stereo input on the back as well. So all the things you need at the front of house are included on the DC16 as well, transported through DANTE to your DL32. Underneath that you have your snapshot recall, so everything that you find here with the snapshots and your shows can be found here as well on the DC16. The snapshots saves all your mixer settings, and you can have 99 snapshots put into one show, and you have an unlimited number of shows, so actually you have an unlimited possibilities to save your settings, and you even can import and export your shows. So you can send it to a sound technician that also is using a DL32 maybe with the same band, so you can send it on to him, or just as a backup in Dropbox for yourself. And on the right hand side, then we find all the mixing layers. So some of you might remember we have a total of 28 output buses on the DL32, and all those layers and buses can be found here on the right hand side, again with the same color coding and the same name that I'm using in the master fader app. So for example, if I choose AUX 6 that's labeled in-ear monitor for keys, then all the faders change, and now I'm mixing the AUX for the keyboard player right away. And a nice little detail is that this LED changes the color according to the color I've set up for this accent. Talking of color coding, even the select buttons change the color according to the channel I choose into the colors I've set up here. At the beginning I've said that we call this the smart bridge, where we have the 3 iPads, and there's a reason for it. So actually 2 of these iPads are connected wirelessly to the DL32. The middle one is wired through the DANTE cable or the DANTE interface. So this means that these iPads can still be taken out at any time you like, and you can control the whole mix at any times and walk around. So maybe in the venue you're moving to the sweet spot and rearrange your mix. Now as soon as you put the iPad back into the bay right here, it just changes the view back to the setting I had before. So this is a very nice little extra feature that we have built in. So this is the MACKIE AXIS system, a very nice modular system consisting of the DL32, the DANTE interface and the DC16. Thanks for watching.